Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. And what is this video about? Well, I'm going to do one of my favorite things that I like to do, which is to create crazy far out digital cosmic psychedelic beats from another dimension in Ableton Live. Starting with practically nothing, no samples, just using stock effects to generate noises and then sampling them, putting them into a sampler and then triggering the sample in weird ways to make it go all wibbly wobbly and splitty splatty, and then processing it through a load of really overcomplicated effects chains to make it just this big cacophonous cloud of aleatoric music concrete funk. I'm going to make alien robot disco. That's what I'm going to, well, maybe not disco, but it's anyway. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. So to start with, I'm going to create like a crazy drone. I'm going to do that on my resample channel here. I always have a resample channel ready to go in an empty project. And the nice thing about it is that you can put effects on it and that make noises and then resample them back onto the channel that they're on, which is kind of fun. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring in the vinyl distortion. I'm going to turn that up, but it's going to start crackling. Yep, there we go. Let's pull up the density. All right. And then I'm going to put a limiter in because that's very important because we don't want to blow up the universe. So I want to make like a kind of really loud sort of screaming drone that sounds like some big sort of alien blob taking off or something. So I'm going to use the flanger. I'm going to pull the flanger in. Let's pull this open a little bit. Let's go to the flanger. Let's turn the time up and let's turn the feedback up really loud. All right, that's nice. Let's pull the LFO rate down a little bit. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I'm feeling this. All right, now I'm going to group that. In the group, I'm going to duplicate that chain maybe, I don't know, 4 times. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm having a nice time already. All right. Yeah. Let's duplicate the vinyl distortion as well to make it more dense. Okay. Now let's duplicate the effect rack here with our flanges on it. Maybe do a bit of panning here. Okay, this is very silly. All right, so. Yeah, let's duplicate it just once more. Okay. Okay, turn that all back up and I'm going to resample it now. Okay, we need to stop this immediately. That's quite enough. That's quite enough. Okay, I apologize for people who have sensitive ears or have furry friends who are currently losing their SHIT from listening to that. I probably should have warned you. So that, well, I did use the word screaming, so, you know, that was enough of a giveaway. Anyway, now that I've got that delicious sample of screaming flanges, I'm going to put that into Sampler on a new MIDI track. And I'm going to drop it in there. And I'm going to make a new clip. And then I'm going to hold Alt. Well, I'm going to turn the pen on first. Now I'm going to hold Alt and I'm just going to draw some notes here. And then I'm going to pull up the chance. And I'm going to pull the chance down for all of those notes to about 50%, just over 50%. I'm going to pull the velocity down and then pull the velocity range up because I'm going to use the velocity quite a lot. So to start with, let's use the velocity to modulate the time of the amplitude envelope. This is one of my favorite things about Sampler in Ableton, and I believe that some of the other devices do it as well. I think Operator does. I think that might be it, actually. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, you can use velocity to change the time of the amplitude envelope, the filter envelope, the pitch envelope. It's really good. MIDI is where it's at, isn't it? So let's start with that. Let's fire off that clip. Whoa. Okay, that was loud. So I'm going to pull down the envelope. So we've already got like a nice kind of percussion sound. And then as I start to play around with the amplitude envelope here and bring the time to velocity down a bit, we get different envelope curves on each new MIDI note because the velocity is being randomized by the clip, which we set here. If you don't have Live 11, you can use the velocity plugin to do that. And also I've turned re-trigger off down here. So if I have re-trigger on, then a new envelope gets re-triggered with a new note. Whereas if you have re-trigger off, the previous note's envelope has its time allowed to finish the course of its function, as it were. Which I kind of like. Makes this... It's very nice for droney sounds and makes this very sort of weird, almost reverb type sound. And obviously, the less voices we have, the less of that space we get. We get almost like a kind of choking hi-hat. Or if we have loads of voices... But I'm just going to use 3 voices, I think. Okay, so currently the sample is triggering just from the start. So why don't we use LFO2 with a sample and hold LFO shape with re-trigger on to modulate the sample offset so we can jump around the sample. There we go. If you can just make out that orange line, it's jumping all the way around the sound. All right, let's use LFO3, the same type of LFO, but we'll modulate the pitch of the sample. Okay, so let's try the let's try and see what we can do with the pitch envelope. Just add a little bit of flip to it, a little bit of whip, a bit of flip, zip, whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, that's a bit much. And maybe I'll just have one final cycling LFO to going on the pitch. Just sort of make the pitch shifting on it. Let's actually modulate that time with LFO2. So we'll use LFO2 to modulate the rate of LFO1. All right. That's kind of nice. Okay, so now I'm going to pull in the gate, and I'm going to use the gate to just let through only the really, really loudest bits. Going to be very meticulous here. So this waveform display shows us where the really loud parts are. I'm only just going to let those through. Just barely. Come on. Have I gone too far? Let's come down a bit. There we go. A little bit of release. Okay. Put a reverb on that to make a big sort of space. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe I might put a filter on that. Quite a high resonance. Just LFO around that. Okay. I'm going to take those. Going to group them. And then I'm just going to create a new chain, which is just the original signal. So that little reverb is just going to come in very intermittently because the gate is only letting through the loudest bits. Could maybe try the same thing again. And maybe make like a kick drum sound. Let's go really, really aggressive with this gating. All right. Well, not really a kick drum, but perhaps just like a low sounding thing by pinging the auto filter. See if we can get this going. Maybe we might need a little bit of overdrive. Come on, let's do it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, go on. There we go. There we go. If you use the overdrive and increase the resonance, it will really start to... We don't want too much though. Okay. I'm going to drum bus it like an idiot now to really pull out those transients. And maybe filter it again. Okay, that's kind of nice. All right, let's see how that works with everything else. Yeah, it's kind of alien, robot, free jazz noise, really, isn't it? That's okay, that was what I set out to do. Okay, I might do just one last gate trick. And maybe I'll use it to ping another flanger. Very, very, very strict on the threshold here, so only the loudest bits can come through. Yeah. Okay. Where's the phaser flanger? There it is. Whoa, hello. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive, isn't it? Oh. I think I might need to put a limiter here at the end. It's starting to get a little bit much. Okay. Oh, that was the phaser. That sounded good though. Okay, I actually wanted the flanger. Okay, this one can come down a little bit in the mix. Let's hear it with the... Okay, this gate is a little bit too often for me, so I'm actually going to try and trick the gate into thinking that stuff is happening by using the auto pan. I'm going to put the auto pan into the sample and hold with the width down. And this is interesting. Okay. All right. All right, let's pull this down, back down. Okay, let's duplicate that. So trick the gate even more into thinking that there's stuff happening. Basically, I'm seriously decreasing the amount of sound going into the gate by using a random LFO on the amplitude to make the gate trigger less often than I would like. group this flanger and duplicate it. All right. Okay, that'll do. Let's move on. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's go back to that flanger. The feedback is too much. Where did I put it? Here we go. Let's put the feedback to like 75. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to go nuts with some beat repeats. So. %, chance. Duplicate that. Have another one in front. This one can go 1/6. Pull the gate down a bit more and just offset it to maybe something like that. Okay, I'm going to group these. I'm going to have another beat repeat in here in parallel with those first ones, but this one's going to do like some very fast repeats. But I'm going to use the decay to make them sort of fade out like that. Okay, and then we'll just have, yeah. I'll have this at about 25% as well. Let's duplicate that one, this one. We'll change the offset so it's in a different place. And we'll maybe put like, yeah, that'll do for now. I'm going to put one more beat repeat before the audio effect rack with all the crazy reverb on it. This one's just going to do like a very, very short. Okay, all right, this one can be 25% as well. I'll actually have another one of these before, without the pitch on it. Just a little bit of decay. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit robotic now. Okay, let's bring it all back in. Drum bus it like an idiot. It's got to be done. What I might do is go back into those ones with these repeating, turn it down a bit, these ones that are kind of repeating in the background. Maybe I'll put like a filter on that, notch. Maybe a high pass. Yeah, something like that. Okay, that'll do. So yeah, that was some alien robot beats from another dimension. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to go and zip this now up and put it on my Patreon, where you can download it if you would like to support me and download everything else that I've ever done. And don't forget to hit subscribe. According to my analytics, 99,900,000 of you don't do that. That's nonsense. I just made that up because that's something I keep hearing people say in other videos. According to our statistics, this % of you aren't subscribed. Oh, really? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.